I hate it when people say, that joke was offensive. I say, no, you've got to say, you found it offensive. Because it's all about feelings, and feelings are personal. And there's loads of types of comedy, and comedy evolves, you know. There's a new type of comedy at the moment called woke comedy, right? No, it's...
Ricky Gervais destroying woke culture. British comedian Ricky Gervais has just taken the internet by storm after coming out with his controversial opinion on woke culture.
There are some clubs now where the comedian has to sign a thing saying he won't say anything contentious or he won't say anything that could offend anyone. It's a safe space for the audience. Woke comedy. And I tried to watch a bit of it, and I decided I'd rather watch Louis C.K. masturbate. Can't mention him anymore.
Well, now we know that Ricky is not a big fan of the new type of comedy or woke comedy. However, we are just started. You don't want to miss what happened at the 2018 Golden Globes. Ricky Gervais has quite a reputation for roasting celebrity, and at the 2018 Golden Globe, Ricky made some controversial comments about Caitlyn Jenner. He repeatedly used Jenner's former name and referred to her as a man, discussing her gender transition surgery. It's hilarious. Take a look at this.
It's live, so they go, and now your host for the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards, please welcome Ricky Gervais. They go, and they're all clapping, all the actors are looking up, smiling at me nervously. It's brilliant, right? So I just go, relax, I'm going to be nice tonight. I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner.
While many people think that Ricky is being offensive, Ricky himself doesn't seem fazed one bit by this. With his signature confidence, he talked about how good of a year Caitlyn had by becoming a role model for trans people, but he couldn't resist adding his humor to it.
I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner, obviously. Now Caitlyn Jenner, of course. What a year she's had. She became a role model for trans people everywhere, showing great bravery in breaking down barriers and destroying stereotypes. She didn't do a lot for women drivers, but...
Next up, Ricky talks about how woke people cancel someone on something a long time ago, but he also makes a funny example of what things could offend people in the future, and what we say now could potentially be something that will get us cancelled in the future.
But if you're the type of person to revel in someone getting cancelled for something they said 10 years ago, you're just ensuring that one day you'll be cancelled for something you said today. You can't predict what will be offensive in the future. You don't know who the dominant mob will be. You know, like, the worst thing you can say today, get you cancelled on Twitter, death threats, whatever, the worst thing you can say today is, women don't have penises, right?
However, he didn't stop there. He also asked the audience if they could find an old tweet saying women don't have penises, and also told the audience why no one will be able to find anything like it.
10-year-old tweets of people say, you won't find a 10-year-old tweet of someone saying women don't have penises. Do you know why? We didn't think we fucking had to.
Now, let's talk about one of the biggest problems in Ricky's life, explaining what freedom of speech means in the context of comedy. Take a look at this.
In the context of a joke, that a joke about a bad thing isn't as bad as the bad thing. It's not even necessarily condoning the bad thing. It could be anti the bad thing. It depends on the actual joke.
However, after this, Ricky talks about an interaction with a woman that had left everyone speechless. You don't want to miss what the woman thought was offensive and what was not.
And this woman said, you should never make jokes about food allergies. I should have left it, right? I sent back, I make jokes about AIDS, cancer, famine, and the Holocaust, right? And you're telling me I should never joke about food allergies. She sent back, yes, but the Holocaust didn't kill children. Well, it did, didn't it? It was horrible, the Holocaust. Some would say as bad as food allergies.
Food allergy jokes need to be banned from now on, right? In this following clip, he makes a joke about old-fashioned women versus new women.
Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. Those fucking dinosaurs. Oh.
He also explains how he gets confused when people ask why the new ladies cannot use female bathrooms. Ricky just doesn't hold back. We've seen about the old-fashioned women. Now, let's hear what Ricky has to say about the new women.
It was good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned with it. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you? You fucking turf whore.
While hosting his last Globes event, Ricky talked about racism in the Hollywood industry. Fans appreciated his courage and wrote, "He uncovers Hollywood's hideous secrets with his comedy and doesn't get slapped. What a concept." People praised him for his honesty. Another fan commented, "The man said everything that the public wants to say to these so-called celebrities."
Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So,
when discussing racism, Gervais criticized Hollywood's approach, suggesting that a memorial should have been part of the award show. However, Hollywood dismissed the idea, arguing that it wasn't inclusive enough since all the deceased were white and no black individuals had recently passed away. Gervais' comment sparked a heated reaction from the audience, with fans visibly showing their agitation and frustration.
We were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. No. It was mostly white people, and I thought, nah, not on my watch. So,
you can see on Ricky's face that he is enjoying the moment. He had a little smirk, and the part where he asked if there were any award for being a junkie would make anyone laugh. However, he wasn't lying though. Any actor you see today could be going to the gym regularly just for their movie role. Not that it's a bad thing. However, some actors have talked about how certain actors playing certain roles must have a good physique. Ricky's last hosting ceremony left the fans raving about his honesty and extreme talent, while one commented, "You can't cancel someone who is not afraid of being canceled." Ricky Gervais shocked the audience at the Golden Globes into silence with a joke about the insensitivity some people possess. However, his way of expressing himself is extremely comedic, and according to Mike Graham, he couldn't be cancelled.
Push back against it because he has such a huge fan base.
He does, and he says, doesn't he, that he's too big to be cancelled. I mean, he's been saying that for years, and he's right.
While Ricky himself has said quite a few times that he is too big to be cancelled, there's a reason why he can't get cancelled. Just like Mike Graham said, Ricky has stated that the more successful his comedy gets, the more money he provides for animal shelters to rescue dogs and other animals. This is one of the biggest things that contributes to Ricky's huge fan base, because the people know that the man they are supporting is going to use that support for a good cause. But Ricky's career didn't end when he left hosting. He continued staying in the headlines, just as he continued making controversial statements. In another award show, he joked about the lives of Hollywood actors. He thinks their job isn't acting, but getting ripped and looking muscular. Let's see what he said.
Tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know he'd win that.
But the Globes wasn't the only place where Ricky made such jokes. He is known to have repeatedly joked about the Marvel movie series, and here is one such example.
All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know, and the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore.
Fans from all over the globe have penned down their love for Gervais. As they say, "I love the way he got away with it year after year, and nobody tried to slap it. Best host ever." Not just that, but another die-hard fan wrote, "Ricky Gervais's name will go down in history for being the man to bring down Hollywood egos." Ricky has received immense love and praise from all parts of the world, leading him to the great milestone of achieving 4 million followers.
It's quite sort of nasty comedy, but Ricky Gervais isn't like that. Ricky Gervais is just common sense comedy and very funny.
No,
Ricky is seen giving his answer to the argument that the woke people are protecting minorities. However, Ricky does it in style by calling himself a white heterosexual multi-millionaire.
Protecting minorities, like they're basically saying minorities haven't got a sense of humour, which is so patronising. And I get that as well, to what it's like to be outnumbered. In this country, we're still only 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% LGBTQ, you know, tiny numbers. Now, I'm a white heterosexual multi-millionaire, right? There's less than 1% of us.
Imagine being so good at comedy that you can flex and make people laugh at the same time. And the 1% Ricky is talking about, I bet every one of us wants to be in that minority group. While Ricky has stopped hosting the Golden Globe ceremonies, he has undoubtedly continued entertaining his fans on stage and has yet to have a plan to retire from comedy soon.